Hello, and this is my welcome, this is my how to draw stuff, and then the supplies you need is like a regular pencil, a blender. If you don't have one, you can use a Q-tip, it's fine too. A mechanical pencil, you don't really need it, I just like it for using eyebrows and eyelashes. And then you can use the eraser on that as well, or this eraser. It really doesn't matter, depends on like what you have. Like you can also use the regular pencil's eraser. Anyways, let's get started. First, draw a circle, and then I would draw like a line down the middle. I think like most people do this, honestly. And then you would add like 2 lines off the sides, and then add another 2 to the other sides, like to the other, for the bottom, for the chin, obviously. And then you would draw the ear, which I'm about to do in just a minute. I'm just perfectioning my face. Basically, the ear is just kind of like if you were to cut like a tiny bit off of an egg, I would say, but obviously it doesn't have to be that way. And again, this is just how I draw faces, so you don't, like, there's many different ways to draw faces, and you definitely don't have to follow my way. And you can obviously erase, like, it's definitely not cheating. The next thing you do is add lines to the, like, where the ear starts and ends. I would add lines all the way to the other side of the face. And I do put the ear a little under, like, right where the circle kind of, like, starts to meet the lines, I'd say. If that doesn't make sense, I could explain it in a different way, I guess, in another video. In my next video, I think I will do a hair tutorial if you guys would like that. And why the camera's shaking is because you guys are attached to a chair, and I kept bumping the chair, so. The next thing you're gonna do is add 2 circles on either side of the little, of the line down the face and inside the 2 lines where the ears are. And the circles definitely do not have to be perfect, they just are there. And then you're gonna kind of want to draw like a triangle and then a smaller triangle underneath. As you can see, I'm fixing that. And I think later on in the video I'll be actually like fixing it again. I changed my mind on it. Anyways, for the mouth, you would just draw like a big oval right underneath the nose triangle, and it's okay if the circle touches the bottom of the nose triangle or diamond, whatever you would call it, because the nose is just gonna get smaller when we draw inside of it, so not big of a deal. And then for the eyes, I would draw like 2 lines on top and on the bottom, but first sort of erase, like just gently erase on the top, so that way it's easier when it's time to actually erase the guidelines. And it's okay if you get on top of the ears, we can just go over them. You can still see them, they just, yeah. And now just draw a line on the top of the oval for the eye and then a line on the bottom. As you can see on this picture, the eye obviously is not just those lines, it ends up being something better. And sorry about the lighting, it just was, I'm using natural lighting, so it's not the best. Anyways, I don't know if you can see, but the little lines, and then after that you're gonna wanna draw a line from the bottom one all the way to the top where the ears, where we started the ear lines, and then make it go from there all the way to the bottom. You can change the shape a little bit too, that's fine. And repeat that on the other side. And you're gonna make the circles any shape you want, obviously, but for this girl, I wanted the eyes to be bigger, let's say. Yeah. So you draw in the little eyes. I guess not little on mine, but yeah. And then you can draw a little circle in the middle of it, where it depends on where you decide the eye to be. And then add like little circles on the top for the lighting, and then color it in with a darker side a little bit on one side and then lighter on the other. And it should kind of create a more realistic eye. And if you need to, you can go over the pupil again. If you accidentally darkened the other parts a little too much, you can just redarken. And then the next step is to add some shading right underneath the top line. And then we are going to just, I think, start on with the nose now. I think it's start on the nose. For the nose, the lighting. So for the nose, you just want to make like a tiny little circle in the middle of your diamond and add 2 lines on the sides where the diamonds connect with the lines of the 2 triangles. You'll want to add some little lines that just connects the nose together. And then if you want to, you can make the nose taller by just lifting the lines and just at the top make a little curve. But this one I decided to go with a tiny nose. So with my mechanical pencil, I'm going to just add some little lines on the sides, and those are where the nostrils start. And that should be what it looks like at the moment. And then I just added some more like triangle-like lines on either side. And the mechanical pencil I did not use for like everything. The next thing that you're going to want to do is add in the ear shape. So I'm just darkening the ear because obviously it was like a little bit lightened from the eraser. And then I'm adding in my little shape for how I draw it in the inside of the ear. And then I'll show you how I actually do that. So I add a line on the top, like kind of like a curved line. Like that. I don't know if you can see that, but the lighting is really bad, like really bad. Anyways, do that on the other side, and then we're gonna move on to the lips now. You're gonna want to put little dots on either side in the middle of the oval, and draw a line with like a curve in the middle where the line hits. And then make that into like an oval with another little line. And then for the bottom of the lip, for like the top, we're just gonna make like a line and then a hump, kind of like a mountain, I'd say. And then for the bottom, don't connect it. And that's how that should end up looking. And then you wanna darken the top of the lip. And that's what it should look like at the moment. And then you can darken the rest of the face if you want to, or you could follow along how I did it. So yeah. The next step would probably be like, I don't pay much attention to the nose as much with the nose and the mouth as much as I do with the eyes, but now we're gonna add in the eyelashes. So I usually do 2 on the top and then like 4 at the bottom, but I like double each one on the bottom, so it'll be probably like 8. And then now it's time to do the eyebrows, and you'll want to make 2 lines on the top wherever you'd like them, and make another line all the way to like the end, and more towards the end make a curve. And then connect that curve with another little curve, and then put it down with a line kind of like that. And then for what I'd say is I'm just fixing this one up a little bit because I didn't really like the way that I did it. And then for the eyebrows, eyelashes, they all go in kind of different directions. So I'll do a little guide like I did for the ear on the top for you guys once I'm finished doing it on both sides of the eyebrows, obviously. So we're gonna finish doing that, and then like I said, that each eyebrow goes in a different direction, like each eyebrow hair. And yeah, again, this is my way of drawing eyebrows and eyes and nose and lips. So there are many different ways to draw faces. So like that's why the title here is how I draw faces. Anyways, here's your little guideline. It'll show like little arrows for how it works. Each little eyebrow hair is a different like arrow. And yeah. Each one kind of as we go though gets like lower and lower until when it hits the curve, one line starts from the top and then makes its way down. And then now you're gonna erase all of our guidelines, so all the circles, the diamond, the, yeah, all that. But don't erase the foundation of the face. If you wanna add hair, I didn't add hair because it's not really a hair tutorial video, so if you wanted to do that, you would erase the top of the forehead, so that way you could add in your hair. And so now I'm just going to take my pencil and outline the face, so now that way it'll be darker. And once you hit every curve that we made, it used to be very like triangular, but now we're going to round it out a little bit more so it looks more like a face. And yeah, that's basically how you would do it. And then I would do shading, but I'm honestly really bad at it, so I wouldn't really. I could do another video off of it, but yeah. Anyways, then you're gonna add the neck, and you can like add more towards it, like add more to the neck, which I did because just kind of how I like doing things. And yeah, and that's kind of it for the face, honestly. So yeah, but now I just added some little earrings, and I think it looks good. That's it. Bye, guys.